Hey!
Hola!
It's the day. We're finally gonna watch it.
It's movie time!
Yay!
So have you seen this movie, Ben?
I have, but it was many, many moons ago.
I have not seen anything about it. I've heard a lot about it, but I still have no idea what it's about. I'm guessing it's some kind of realistic dark comedy. Like it's gonna be like a realistic interpretation of what Vietnam was like, and you have this guy who's like a radio comedian. He gets on the radio and he tries to make things as lighthearted as possible type of situation. Not really sure what the main plot is, but I'm guessing that's kind of the premise of it.
I watched this movie many moons ago because it had Robin Williams in it. That is the main selling point. Just acknowledge that.
Yeah, the fact that this was a movie that's considered a classic, and the fact that Robin Williams is in it. That was a wrong Vietnam movie.
Yeah.
Robin Williams is in it. Really intrigued me. So, I mean, I'm really looking forward to hearing Clearwater Revival.
Was it Creedence Clearwater
Revival? Yeah.
Yeah.
Life Down by the Bayou.
Yeah. Sorry, we both were off in dreamland for Freddy Krueger to get us, but yeah. Yeah, so yeah, see you in a few minutes or whatever.
Okay.
Alright, I'll talk to you later, bro.
Sorry, I just really like the
But yeah, I saw that thing. Saw that one, the touchstone thing, and
it was just the music. I heard the first couple notes.
no, I saw like the logo and the first thing. Yeah, right there.
Oh, we missed it.
First thing I thought of immediately was that one part with the Indian. Had that one guy.
Oh, from Ernest Goes to Camp?
Yeah, and he was like, because that was a moment in my childhood that scarred me, I guess you could say.
If you guys want us to find Ernest on Blu-ray, any Ernest movie on Blu-ray, I'll be happy to get it because they only cost like $1 each. So. I think I'm already recording. Yeah, I am. Oh, now this was something. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Definitely a really good movie.
Yeah, I really liked it. I feel like you almost have to look at it more as like some kind of art piece almost. Like, people are like, oh, cinema's, like a work of art and stuff. I mean, sometimes that's not necessarily the case, but here, I feel like it definitely is. I also, while watching it, I feel like there was found a lot of parallels between the character Robin Williams plays here and the one he played in The Dead Poets Society. They're both kind of like these funny kind of men, and try and steer things away from how it's usually supposed to be done. Kind of also both kind of ended the same way, where they kind of had to leave. It kind of was like it wasn't a good ending, but it also wasn't a bad. It was kind of bittersweet, where they were kind of disgraced and kind of had to part ways from where they were.
I kind of feel like that's just how Robin Williams' life actually was.
What do you mean?
Because, I mean, the way that his movies went is kind of how I felt like his life went too. Especially around near the end. Because, later on in his career, he wasn't necessarily doing much.
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't have any like main roles. He was always like a side character.
Yeah, and then he went out in kind of
He went out a very sad way.
Sad way, yeah.
But,
not on the best terms
yeah.
with what he could have, but.
But back to the movie. Yeah, I think it was really cool. I really liked the whole the combination of comedy and drama involved in it. You saw this guy. He was, he was supposed to, like the funny man, but he was, struggling with a whole bunch of things that the military was putting on him, like censorship. There's things he was wanting to say to the soldiers, he was unable to, and it really messed with them. He makes a friend, and it turns out that friend is actually a bad guy, which honestly, if you really, depending on how you look at the Vietnam War, was he really a villain? You know, that's a whole other thing. But I thought it was really good. I feel like I definitely rewatch it if I don't know if I think I could see myself rewatching it by myself. If I rewatched it by myself, I definitely want to look more into the finer details and things and kind of poke at it a little bit more and things like that. But it definitely has rewatchability out of it. It was very entertaining. It kept your attention the whole time. And overall, it was just a great movie.
Yeah, I have to basically say the same. It has a lot of rewatchability. This is my second time watching it. I've watched at least the first part of it before in my life, but I was younger and I really didn't understand the significance of everything. Out of all the movies we've watched, this definitely has the feeling that it has the deepest story. Mm-hmm. And it's one that people can definitely relate to. We, like us right now, probably couldn't, but in the future we probably could, depending on like if our country went to war with other countries and stuff. But war wasn't the main theme. It was just kind of there in the background. I think the main theme really was trusting people and being able to do stuff, and it doesn't necessarily... it's not necessarily wrong. Not everything you do is wrong, even if it's like not the norm.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest theme of this was the questionability of morality. Because, it was like, whatever... Especially at this time, a lot of people had a lot of trust in the U.S. government and stuff, even though at the time Lyndon B. Johnson was the president, and we all know how that went. He wasn't bad, but he also probably wasn't the best president. But there's a lot of trust in the government, and here you see that the government is what they're really like. They're putting censorship on things, and they only let you know what they want you to know, and then you're being used as their puppet to do those things. And then it goes to the Vietnam War. The character that he becomes friends with is also known as a terrorist, and the reason why Robin Williams' character confronts him about it, and he was like, the reason why I'm doing this is because you're the enemy. You're thousands away from your own country fighting this, and he started listing off like his mom died, his brother died, and all these people died because they were shot down by Americans, and and that was probably definitely the case. In real life, that definitely probably happened. And, you got to question the morality of the stance that we had in the war. I don't have a problem with the war. I haven't really done enough research to actually have a decent stance. I definitely wouldn't say I was against it, mainly because of all the people that died in it. And I'm not definitely that person.
But so. I feel like, besides death, I feel like it probably did have an impact that was positive. I feel like all war has positives and negatives, no matter what. But yeah, this one really made us think. I think I could say
it was definitely one that makes you think about things, and it was good. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, definitely a step away from our typical horror movie. Yeah. But
a very good drama. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
It wasn't, like a drama of like, oh, she said this, she said that. Like, this is like an actual like dramatized thing of something that could happen, and probably in some situations probably did. So
yeah. Robin Williams. We were talking about this. He's definitely a better dramatic actor than he is comedian.
Mm-hmm. I love I really like the whole the dramatized comedian kind of thing. I liked this. His character in Dead Poet Society was the same way. It was like a drama, but also the character was funny, and he had like his own things that were going on. Another movie that caught my attention while thinking of movies like this is a movie called Funny People. It's a Adam Sandler movie. of all people, and it's kind of like that where it's like it's a dramatized thing of people who are funny, like they crack jokes and stuff, but behind it, it's like an actual serious movie. I definitely want to check that out. I don't know about Ben. It's got like
I'd watch it.
It's got like Adam Sandler and Seth Rogen and stuff in it. I think it'd be a movie that would definitely hit kind of like this, but in a different way. If you've ever seen it. But, yeah.
Yeah, this is really one of our longest ones.
That we're talking about.
Yeah. Definitely would recommend it. There's a lot to say, so it's kind of hard to. Well, there's a lot. It makes it a lot of stuff run through your head just thinking about it. I think Drake pretty much covered everything. I'd give this a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think I'd probably give it like a 9. Honestly, I really liked it. You definitely can't take the movie at face value. You definitely are gonna have to take the context behind the era that it was done in and the situations that are happening and stuff. If you just take it at like, just take the scene by scene, it's not gonna like really like hit as much. You gotta definitely take the message and the situation and the era and all that stuff to really get what it's trying to say.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I've said pretty much all I was able to say. What about you? Is that?
Yeah, I think that's about all I can say.
Okay. So, yeah, Good Morning Vietnam, good movie, would recommend, and we'll see you in the next video.